guys, welcome back. Fun on Weekdays podcast. Guess who I am with today?
Woo! Welcome back,
Lillie,
girls and gays.
What did you say?
Welcome back, girls and gays.
and Dario from last night who came to the event.
Dario?
Yeah, there was one guy that came to the event last night, and they walk in. I believe her name was Natalie, and I'm like, oh, what's the relation here? Because I don't know. What are their brother and sister? And she's like, we're almost dating. And I'm like, you are literally married because no man is going to come to this event that is like just all girls. And they were there for the full 3 hours.
Yeah.
She's running around like meeting new girls. Like
she's got him wrapped around her finger.
I know.
Absolutely.
I'm like, if you guys weren't dating before, you're leaving here with an engagement ring. Basically.
Yeah, she's like friend zoning him at your event. He's like, I've been here 3 hours.
I know.
Literally the only boy.
Yeah, and the DJ, which the DJ, first of all, I was fully intending to play my own Spotify list. We found this like girls' wine night playlist, which was so much more the vibe. And when I get there, I was about to plug in my phone for the aux cord, and the guy that was coordinating the venue said, "Oh no, we have a DJ coming in," and I was like, "Oh." But I felt like that was a bad thing because I didn't really know his vibe. And sure enough, he comes in and he's playing sex music.
He said slow jams.
It was R&B. Meanwhile, the pink and orange lights are flickering. There's girls everywhere. Like, I'm not sure what.
He needed more girly pop. It felt like a fever dream up there, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I felt really, like, hot and sweaty, though. And I had one, like, lychee martini. I drink that much. I think I'm kind of a lightweight, but I drank this much. And I was, like, my head was, like, spinning up there. And then he played the classical version of WAP. And I was like, I, like, don't know what's happening right now.
Wait, I love that we have kind of, like, a live audience here with the producer, like, laughing. I'm like, oh, we're doing good today, Lillie. We're doing good. Yesterday, she did not laugh at all, so.
Because I'm funny.
Or is it, like, the morning after when you're still a little bit drunk? Because that might be me right now, I feel. Speaking of being a lightweight, I had 2 espresso martinis, and yeah, I didn't have a great night. I after everyone left, we were in the Uber on the way home. Like, I need out of the car. I need out of the car, like right now.
Were you gonna puke in the Uber?
I thought that I was going to.
Have you done that before?
No.
Puked in an Uber?
Have you?
No. I've been close. I've been head out the window.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you.
But I feel like you always have a friend that might puke in the Uber.
There's always someone. So you were in the Uber sitting, but head ejected. So you weren't really in the Uber.
He was like, get your head out the window now. And my friends were like, head out, like forcing it out.
Did you? And so you puked?
No.
Oh,
I was
okay.
good. I got out.
I was going to ask if it got like caught in the wind and it was like flying. So,
No.
Yeah. Okay, good.
And I'm a puker, so.
You are a puker?
Oh, major.
I was a puker last night. So.
Yeah, you were. I was holding your hair, girl.
You were?
Yeah.
See, I'm telling you, it was a fever dream up there.
It was literally was.
So I guess I gave no context either. We're talking about the New York City event that I did last night. There were like 130 people, and we went to Make Believe, which is a rooftop. And I was doing so good all night. I did not feel drunk at all. I don't know what whoa. I don't know what happened there either. It might be coming up again.
It's the chicken wings.
Not the chicken wings. Speaking
I
of.
didn't know you were doing that.
What?
That she had food at the event.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just, like, it was good. Well, not anymore, but it was so random. Like, they just started bringing out shrimp to us. Like, singular shrimp. And then they would bring out little Krabby Patties. And then chicken wings.
Yeah, so I got to pick 4 hors d'oeuvres that I wanted, and I thought it was fried chicken, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be like chicken nuggets, though.
Oh,
not literal chicken wings, because
bone in.
Bone in. When I saw girls like munching on a little wing, like, trying to get that last strip of meat off, I'm like, wait, this is a really interesting vibe. We have the sex music and the chicken wings and the espresso martinis.
But it was perfect.
Yeah, it was fun.
Maddie and I were like licking the bone clean. I had like chicken grease on my face all night.
I didn't eat any of the other stuff though. I picked the chicken. It was like little sliders. On the menu, they made it sound a lot fancier than I think it was.
Also, there was little fried rice.
Yeah, fried rice
cups of fried rice. I was like they kept bringing it by, and they just brought you like a little cup of fried rice, and girls were just like Like, I was like, how are you guys eating that? And they're like, I don't know. Like, it was just like a tiny cup of fried rice. And I was like, what is going on?
Did it come with a spoon?
No.
Oh,
It like was like a baby spoon. It was like a little, I don't know. It was very fancy.
like a Dippin' Dots spoon, kind of.
No, it was like literally like a little bowl. I don't even know how to describe it, but like girls were just like spooning, like taking it and like eating it straight from the bowl.
Interesting. I wish I got to eat that, or maybe I wish I didn't.
No.
Maybe I'm glad I didn't, because it turns out I guess some people got sick from the chicken wings.
Some people.
Yeah, some people
Some
being
people.
Lillie. So you got sick last night too?
Yeah, I went to bed at like 11:30. I was so tired. And I woke up I haven't done this since I was little. I woke up at 12:30, an hour later. Like, I woke myself up dry heaving. I was like, I guess we don't need the sound effects. But I like got up and ran to the bathroom and just vomited so much. I think I was like, it's the chicken wings coming back.
You know how well, this is pretty gross too. We probably don't need to include this, but you know how you can just immediately tell what the source of it is?
Yes. That's why I was like, it was the chicken wings. I texted Emily and Mara. I was like, do you guys feel sick from the chicken?
Did you could see the chicken in there.
Oh my God.
That's bad. That's disgusting. I didn't have any, well, I guess I really don't need to share this. This might be too much. But no, I did have like a little bit. I had
of chicken or of
yeah.
I know you did.
I only ate one though. So it was only like the first time, like
I housed 3, so
oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're probably really feeling it today.
Yeah.
So Lillie calls me this morning. I'm still in bed. I really don't know why I felt so horrible, but when you wake up and your tongue is almost like cracked open because it's so dry. I don't know if I was sleeping with my mouth open last night, like mouth breathing, but my tongue felt like it was a dried up sponge.
Like sandpaper?
Yes, like sandpaper. Yeah. And then my fingers felt like sausages. They were so dehydrated and so swollen. And Lillie calls me and she's like, okay, I'm on my way over. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not ready for this.
I'm a really good hungover person. I always have a ton of weird energy.
You are really, I feel like you don't get hungover.
Yeah, because I drink water boy.
The plug. As I sit here trying to finish this last ounce of backwash here. Yeah. But I am not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little bit better today.
Mm-hmm.
And this is fun. So the last time Lillie was on the podcast, we were sitting on my bed in the old apartment when we used to live together for a minute. Mm-hmm. Better times.
Good days.
Simpler times.
Yeah, it really was.
That was so fun.
It was really fun. I was thinking about that the other day.
I miss that frequently. I'm like, oh, I wish I could live with Lillie again.
Should we?
We have an extra
room.
Should
I move in with you and Connor? Quincy?
Yeah, you could. You want to?
Kind of.
Don't speak too soon. I will literally remake the bedroom again. That'll be perfect. Then I'll have another room to decorate again.
We don't want that.
No one wants that. So the last time was, I think you were like the 3rd episode that I ever did. We were pretty hammered. And
oh my gosh,
we drank so much wine before.
Yeah.
That was before when I used to drink, before I would do episodes. And then it's a little painful to listen back to them because not only is the audio absolute trash, but also
I've never listened to the full thing.
The story to this day is still one of my favorite stories. We talk about when we went to Cabo, which I feel like is the equivalent of, how in Laguna Beach, when Steven and what's her name? Kirsten. Is it Kristen? Kristen Cavallari.
Yeah.
When they all go to Cabo and they tell that story?
Yeah.
Like that story is also our story. So we told our Cabo story.
We are Laguna Beach.
Yeah, our shrimp thing, which luckily we had shrimp last night at the event. Can you imagine if it was a 2-timer?
Oh my gosh. A 2-timer. We always talk about like throwing it like
I know
and stuff.
I know.
In my mind.
This went a really like different way. But anyways, today we're talking about Lillie's new life in New York City because she has been here for what, like 2 years now?
Yeah. About
a year and a half.
No, it's been like 2 years.
That's so crazy.
I know.
We still see each other a good amount though. I feel like of all of my like long distance friends, like I see you and Emily pretty frequently, every few months.
Every couple months I go there, you come here, so.
Yeah, so catch us up to speed. What are you doing, girl?
Well, I'm working for Ralph Lauren right now, so that's why I moved to the city. So I was temping for them in Austin. I do fashion design. And then once I got the permanent job, I made the move to New York. And yeah, just been loving it since then.
I like how as soon as I said what we're doing, you start talking about work, the immediate shift in tone. So I've been
working, and that's about it.
But prior to being at Ralph, is it Ralph Lauren or Ralph Lauren?
It's everyone
Ralph
always
Lauren?
asks me that. It's Ralph Lauren, but I think you can pronounce it either way. Like his name is Ralph Lauren, but I think in Europe they like say it with an accent. I could be totally off right now.
Okay. So I'm going to stick to Ralph Lauren.
You can sound cooler saying Ralph Lauren.
It does.
So yeah,
it does.
Go with that.
So before that, when you were living in Austin, you had like actually, I think 5 jobs at one point.
And I still do. I'm like the queen of side gigs.
Okay. What are you doing now?
So now I do Ralph Lauren. I do, I'm a yoga teacher at Core Power. And then I also do Rover on the side.
You do Rover here?
Yeah. Every now and then I'll babysit dogs.
Wait, what are the dogs like in New York City?
They are like really mean. They're like, give me your money.
That's what I picture them to be. I picture them to be bullies that are like literal lunch bullies.
They walk you.
Quincy will walk you too.
Oh my gosh, Quincy's wild.
No, listen to this. He's so good now.
Really?
He's so good.
I don't know about that.
You would be shocked. This is a recent thing. But when I started waking up early in the morning and started going on these walks in the morning, he's a different dog. I don't know what happened.
Because when last time I visited you, Quincy did not listen to a word you said.
No, he didn't listen at all. I think he toned down, but he also he's a year old now. It was just his birthday.
Also, he has oh my God, happy birthday, Quincy.
Happy birthday, Quincy, if you're listening.
Happy birthday, Quinkers. Miss you.
Quinkers. Oh,
Get to bed on time.
He does now.
Wow.
He does.
Does he sleep with you and Connor?
So we were putting him in the crate for a couple nights, and he was doing so good in there. I'm like, wait, I don't want you to want to sleep in there. I want you to want to cuddle me. So then I was getting a little bit offended that he was doing well. And he slept with us like the past 2 nights before I came to New York. And he was so nice. I wake
Did
up.
he wake you up with licks?
No, he didn't wake me up at all.
He's such a little licker.
I woke him up, and normally he's like biting my ear off, but no, I really don't know. He turned a year old, and all of a sudden his like full frontal lobe is developed.
That's how guys develop.
Yeah. Way later though.
Right.
1 year in dog is like what? Like 35 years in men, maybe?
That makes sense. That checks out. Don't fact check it.
So you're walking dogs. You are teaching Core Power.
Yes.
Okay, how's Core Power going?
I'm really loving Core Power. I feel like yoga has actually, not to be cliche, but transformed my life.
Okay.
It's
Are
just
you zen now?
I'm so zen, girl. I feel like it helps you to just, because New York, you just get in this fast pace, everyone's just like, got to get to the next destination. And you catch yourself in that. And yoga's forced me to just take actual time to myself and slow down.
That's so sweet.
Put your phone down.
I love that.
Yeah.
So how often do you teach Core Power then?
So I do double shifts on Sundays. So my Sunday is like my whole yoga day.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll sub throughout the week at different locations.
So do you teach the Core Power class or you teach or yoga sculpt?
Yeah, I do sculpt.
Okay.
Because that one, you can do a quick training. I think it was like 3-week intensive.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask, what the training is like.
And I am the least flexible person in the world. And so I went into this was my New Year's resolution last year.
To be more flexible?
Yeah.
Ooh, boys are going to like that one.
No, when we go out, my friends are like, she's a yoga teacher. And they're like,
no way, John.
That's my Riz. Riz master.
Not the Riz. By the time that this episode comes out too, I feel like people are going to decide that they're super against that word. And they're going to be like,
Riz?
Yeah.
I should limit like my vocab to Riz and Slight maybe 3 times this episode. I can say it. So that's my first.
That's the first. We can keep a tally. We'll have like a little sound effect, like keeping score too.
Oh, that'd be sick. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Dink.
Yeah.
Riz.
I got a new video. We're at 2? Oh, now we're at 2.
Shit. Can you cuss on here?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. Should we like bleep it out though? Like another cool.
Yeah.
Fuck shit. Are you sure you can cuss? Like, do they let you do that on
What do you mean do they let you? I'm in charge.
You're right.
Who's going to yell at me? Oh, yeah.
The man upstairs.
What's the raunchiest word you can think of?
Okay, so after I went to Ireland, everyone there says it. I think you're going to know. And I kind of want to bring it back here.
Okay. It's not a cancelable word? Okay. We're going to bleep that out. We'll let people guess what it is.
But everyone in Ireland, I think over in Europe, they just say it like it's not
casually.
Yeah, so I feel, but if you say it here, people are shocked.
You know, they're like, oh, that is so offensive.
Yeah, but the girls will be like, that's so girl.
Okay, so they use it as an adjective versus a verb. Like, you are such a, it's, why am I'm censoring myself here?
I know.
Like,
you said we could cut.
No wonder why you're asking.
You what's your favorite cuss word?
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
You don't really cuss.
I go in phases, and I feel like it really depends who I'm around. When I'm around Emily, I feel like I swear more. I don't know why.
Because she's like just so cool, girl.
Yeah, she is so cool, girl. Lives in Brooklyn, wears like vintage clothes.
She's got Riz.
She's just. Okay. That was good. That was 3. You're out. You're out now.
Recording is over.
I don't know what my favorite curse word is. Curse word. What's wrong with me? It's like so proper. I think I say fuck the most when I'm with Emily.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I go in phases. I'm going to
think about it. Yeah.
I feel like that was such a shitty answer.
Yeah, it was.
There you go. That's a curse word for you. Okay. So it took you 3 weeks to do core power training.
Mm-hmm.
How much did it cost?
I think it was $1,400, but
oh, I was really not expecting that.
Really, but so if you work set for core power, I think you can get it like half off, and I should have done that.
What does that mean?
Like you can get the training half off. So
what's set though? Like working at the store, like checking people in and stuff.
Yeah, and cleaning and doing that, and you can do that for a couple weeks and then do your training. But I feel like I made that money back because you get your free membership, and gym memberships are expensive here.
Yeah.
So by not paying for like Equinox or something.
So when you work out, you only go to Core Power then? Like Core Power is your gym?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will only do it because they have, I think, 5 different workouts now that you can do. There's like a strength training one they just released.
Oh, have you done that yet?
I haven't done it yet. They just started it this week. And I'm not really like a weightlifter. I need a bit of yoga flow in there.
Okay.
So
there was a girl this week that I met, and now I'm trying to think of who it was. But she said that she did the new strength class.
I think it was Eli. I think I saw her TikTok. Yeah. That she was invited to their opening of it.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, she said it was really, really hard. Actually, you're so right. My days are all blending together because I've been in this studio specifically for the past 3 days straight. And I just feel like this room in itself is like, again, a fever dream. It was for sure Eli. She said it was really hard.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'll do it much.
So you're going to stick to the yoga sculpt.
It's got both flow and weights. So I feel like you're getting a good workout there.
Yeah. You're a flow girl.
Yeah. I just like go with the flow.
Exactly. That's exactly what you are. So you do that as a side job.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like it ever takes away from the enjoyment of actually just going to the class?
No, because there's just so many variations. Like you can go to, every teacher is so different that I feel like I get a different workout each time.
Okay.
And I'll take like a week off. You can sub out your classes easily. So I'll take a week off yoga and then come back to it. And you meet so many people through it, like so many girls that come to my class I've made friends with. So,
oh, love that for you. And last night, some friends too.
Yes.
Recruit them to come to your workout class.
I know I should.
I feel like that's such an easy way to hang out with people because, well, like, it kind of takes the pressure off of having to, like, talk nonstop. And then you can just kind of, like, do an activity together.
Yeah.
And be accountable. That's
fun.
Yeah,
for sure.
Love that. And then, so here you're doing Rover still doing Core Power. And then Ralph.
Yes.
So I think actually when we did the first podcast, you were maybe at Nordstrom at the time.
Yeah, I was doing Nordstrom Trunk Club. And then, because I temped in that last month I was there and then switched to perm quickly.
Yeah. You got a perm? Your hair is straight.
Oh, really? You talked about perms in Emily's episode too.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Something about perms. I've always wanted one.
I think you should do it.
Hell no. Can you imagine if I just had like super like tight ringlets? I don't know.
I think you look good.
Maybe you're just trying to sabotage me. Maybe you're secretly thinking you would look like shit. You should really do it.
Yeah, so I'd look better.
Okay, how did you get to Ralph? What happened with that? So you were hired for a temporary role.
So during COVID, I graduated from Iowa State fashion design, and then I was living at home for a little bit, and then Jenna texts me and is like, what if you moved in and became my roommate? So I thought, I can make rent if I'm doing all these side gigs there with my Nordstrom job. And so I was applying for I think I had like 300 jobs applied on LinkedIn for fashion design.
Oh my God.
And no one was hiring at all. And a lot of fashion design is hard because people will hire Parsons or New York, fashion schools first before they hire someone from Iowa, which makes sense. But I kind of just got lucky with the temp role. So I applied through a recruiting agency, JBC, and then at the same time, my boss was looking for someone quickly. So I honestly feel like I got really lucky just being pushed into that.
Yeah. And when you first started, is it the same exact role that you're in right now, or was it like a little different?
It's pretty much the same, except now I'm getting to design a little more. So I design baby clothes right now.
So cute.
Yeah. And my boss just had her own baby.
Aw.
Yeah. She's so sweet. And I adore my boss. I feel like I got so lucky there. And so she went on maternity leave. So now I'm getting to step up a little more and design my own things.
What you want to do? Yeah. Do you ever feel like it's hard because you don't really get to design, if you could design anything in the world, where would baby clothes fall on that list?
I think it would be probably the last thing I ever thought I'd get into.
Dream job.
Yeah. But I mean, ever since working at Sherry Hill, I think I've discovered I love evening wear. And so eventually one day I want to get back into that. But it's like this role, it's so nice to learn every basic of being in a corporate design job and, learning how to work with factories and all that stuff. But and I'm really just so happy with my team, and Ralph is just obviously such a good company. So
I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, girl.
I love that you're happy. But it makes me so sad because I know that you're going to be here for a little bit longer before I can ever convince you to come back.
I know.
But so the actual corporate setting of being in a design job, because I feel like design is very, you have a lot of freedom almost. Do you think now after working in corporate that you prefer that, or would you still want to go off and start your own thing or work for a smaller company?
I think maybe one day I'd want to do something smaller. I don't know, but I don't mind corporate just because I think a lot of people struggle with corporate doing the 9 to 5 and everything. But my job is just so different every day. And the benefits are so nice. The Ralph offices are incredible. So I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of open to doing anything. But yeah, one day probably getting back into evening wear or something.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, just happy.
You should design my wedding dress.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Are you getting married?
Well, no, not anytime soon. Oh my God, people are going to be like, is that an Easter egg? No, it's not. Nothing. No plans. Okay, if you had your own line, what would your brand name be?
Well, so in college we had to pick a brand name, and mine was Lillie and Lois.
Love, that sounds like designer.
Right? I think it's pretty cool. And I still love it. So my great grandma's name is Lois, and she was just what my mom and my uncle tells me. She's just an amazing fashionista, and she would sew and make these incredible hats. So I named it kind of after her.
Oh my gosh. My wedding dress is Lillie and Lois. Wait, what?
Lillie and Lois.
Lillie. Oh my gosh. That's an alliteration. Lillie and Lois.
Lillie and Lois. What is a
Wait,
alliteration?
That's when two of the same letters.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Good thing
Sally
you didn't go to
seashells by the seashore. That's an alliteration.
Sally sold seashells by the seashore. Can you say it 5 times fast?
Sally sold. No, I can't. Sally.
Well, just try, girly.
Sally sold seashells.
Give it your best shot.
Sally sold seashells by the seashore. Sally sold seashells by
Sally sold seashells by the seashore. Sally sold seashells by the seashore. Sally sold seashells by the seashore. That took all my brain cells.
I know.
My hungover
Actually,
head.
I feel like doing that brought my hangover back. It's like starting to wear off, you know? I think they call it, what's that called? Jumbo World? Jumbo Land?
What?
You've
I've
never
never heard of that.
Have you ever heard of that? Oh my
Jumbo
gosh.
Land?
Yes, it's like when you wake up after going out one night and you're still a little bit drunk, so you're in that, like,
Astro World?
no, definitely not Astro World. We don't talk about that here.
Oh, yeah.
You wake up and you're like a little bit still goofy. You're just like in a goofy mood.
I've heard that word. I've heard that like saying, but it's definitely not Jomo World.
I don't know. Now we got to look it up. I think,
Yeah, we need to phone a friend.
But yeah, saying that I think brought me out of there, and now it's starting to hit me a little bit harder. But we still have so much more to cover. So that sounded like really, like really official.
We'll get back to you after the commercial break.
I feel like my outfit today is giving coastal cowgirl. Although, are you guys over "it's giving" yet? I'm kind of over that phrase. I feel like it's so redundant. I just hear way too many people using it. But anyways, my entire For You page right now is coastal cowgirl. That's all I see. And if you don't know what that is, basically for the summer, they're saying it's going to be like cowgirl boots paired with swimsuits, crochet, silk, some more like girly coastal type beachy outfits, but then cowboy boots and like hats. So I'm into it. You guys know how I love my cowboy boots. So you can check out Macy's.com/FOW to shop my coastal cowgirl inspiration right now. So in between your last apartment that you lived in New York City and your current place, you were such a cool girl and you went over to Ireland.
I was a cool Irish girl.
Yeah. Okay.
Hot girl Irish summer.
So first of all, what was the reasoning for that?
Okay. So when my first year in New York, I think it's pretty hard to move to New York in general, but as a Midwesterner,
Owl girl,
as an Iowa girl, as a corn-fed gal, it was a little harder because it's just honestly a culture shock.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone, when I moved to New York, literally everyone I met kept saying it's going to take you a year to adjust. Minimum.
Yeah.
I heard that so many times and I didn't really believe it because I had moved around, to Austin, like study abroad, New York, whatever. I thought it would just be a super easy move. And then I got here and I was just so overwhelmed by everything. And you feel like you can't really get a break from anything. I mean, you can go for a run, but there's still 10 people running beside you or you can't really. And from Austin, you can always find, drive in your car and stuff, but here you're just stuck on this island.
Yeah.
And so I felt like it never really felt like home to me the first year. So I was subleasing my apartment in Hell's Kitchen, and then my lease got up and I was like, I could go home for a little bit and save money before my other lease, or I could go spend my money somewhere else. And I just kind of wanted something completely opposite from New York. So
Ireland it was.
Ireland I went. And tickets were like $300 round trip. So I went there and my friend Harbor and I Airbnb hopped for a month and a half probably.
So when you were in Ireland, did you stay in the same like city in Ireland or you went around while you were Airbnb hopping?
Yeah, we did a couple weeks. And so we started in Dublin and we stayed right over Temple Bar, which is the huge tourist bar there.
Okay.
And literally like our balcony, we could look down into the bar.
Oh, that's fun.
It was so
That's
fun.
really good people watching.
Yeah.
Did you see anything like crazy?
It's so crazy.
Did you see a lot of people like making out?
Yeah, I feel like, and just people from, I don't know, around the world would all come into Temple Bar and there'd be live music every night.
It's so fun.
Yeah, so we would, and then we'd wake up to them bringing like new kegs in the next morning.
Oh my gosh. How much beer did you drink in Ireland?
Oh my gosh. That's all we became beer girlies for sure. That's all we drank.
Well, you look great. Doesn't look like you drank a sip. So what are the guys like?
Oh, this was kind of a shock for me. So the weirdest thing is all of the guys wear skinny jeans. Every single one.
Oh, I'm very used to that in my household.
Oh, yeah. You're like, that's not weird at all.
They don't here though. Like in New York, I feel like everyone's cool and they're all wearing like baggy clothes.
baggy clothes.
That's such a blanket statement, but I just feel like people here dress way cooler.
Cool people wear baggy clothes.
Yeah, for sure.
They're like 5 times too big for you. But
that's why my jeans are tailored, because clearly I'm not part of that group.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But they were, skinny jeans with holes. Like you could see. It was insane. And then buzz cuts on the side. And then hair. It was just every single guy. That was the trend. And I think they're a little behind on the trends. But.
You know what I think are like the worst piece of clothing that a guy can wear? Those skinny jeans that are like acid wash.
Yes, that's what it was.
No.
Yeah. Like the really douchey guys were like acid, and then some had little like ribs on them, you know?
Yes, the ribs. Like the patch.
Got them at Buckle.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Except Buckle, I don't know. Do they have skinny jeans there?
Oh yeah, I used to work at Buckle actually.
Really?
Yeah, in high school, that was my first job, Buckle.
Oh my, we should be keeping track of how many jobs you've had too.
Oh my gosh, it's insane. Because people would do the Buckle challenge. Have you heard of that?
No.
I think, is this a Midwest thing? Did you have Buckles in Ohio?
I'm from Midwest too, but yeah, we did. I've actually never shopped there. My dad is a huge fan because they sell Hey Dudes there.
Yes. I sold so many Hey Dudes. He would have got my commission like check. He was paying my bills.
Oh my gosh.
Hey Dudes.
Maybe you should pick up a job there again, and then we can just use your like affiliate code or something. Every time we give my dad Hey Dudes.
This video is sponsored by Buckle.
Honestly, the way that I know for a fact that there is going to be someone listening to this that does work at Buckle.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
But the Buckle challenge, like I even did it when I was in junior high. You would come in and you'd try to, so Buckle is so about customer service. You have to say hi to everyone who comes in.
Mm-hmm.
They would grill you on that. So they'd have to, kids would come in and try to touch the back wall. Or someone said, hi, welcome to Buckle.
Okay, wait. I do know this. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever done it?
Yeah, I would try to do it.
Did you succeed?
I probably did a few times.
See, I think they need to make a new trend with Aritzia.
Oh.
Aritzia now, you
Really?
cannot walk a single foot without someone saying hello or getting you a room.
Really?
I mean, they're so nice though. I love it. When I'm in there, I'm like, ooh, I feel like we're all friends.
Yeah. And they're all really cool girls.
They are. They're all really cool. So I actually want them to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
But that place, like, yeah.
You're like, haha, you're forced to be my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Cool girl.
There's no way you can make it to the back of the store over there.
We should try it today.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we going to do the rest of the day?
I don't know. Well, I have to go back to work.
Oh,
yeah.
shoot.
Then we're going to Wiggle Room.
Oh, yeah. We're going to go wiggle.
We're going to wiggle and shake our asses.
I'm not really sure about that because a lot of people last night, I was telling them we're going there, and I think it's like a college bar.
Okay, I don't know. Do you know?
Yeah.
Have you been to Wiggle Room?
Okay, well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Somebody said that the top part of it, like the cocktail bar, is cute and it's more chill and nice, and then the downstairs is like packed, literally like arm to arm. And actually, if you think about it, and everyone's dancing, like they'd all have to like wiggle and sync.
That's where they got. That's where they got the name.
Yeah,
at midnight, everyone has to wiggle.
Probably. Well, we're gonna find out. We'll have to do a little review. That'd actually be hilarious. Let's make a video down there.
Okay, of us wiggling.
Yeah.
Your wiggle.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think what I miss the most about living with you and like living with girls in general is just the act of getting ready together. Even if you're not even talking, but you're just in the same room doing makeup at the same time. It's why is it so fun?
I don't know. That's my favorite part of the night is doing that and like fixing each other drinks. And I would fix you a drink, bring you into your bathroom, and you'd be like on TikTok live.
Oh, that was seriously.
Those were the days.
Time.
Yeah.
We're going to do it tonight. I can't wait. I'm going to come over and we're going to do a little pregame at your house, right?
Alphabet City apartment.
Oh, fun. So cool, New York City girl. So you were in Ireland for a month and a half.
Yes.
Did you have any flings?
Yes.
Well, I already knew the answer to that. I was just seeing if you were going to share it or not. Do you still talk to him?
We like reply to each other's stories.
Okay, so you're dating.
Yeah. So I have a boyfriend.
What do you guys say to each other? You like, you look so hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Come back to Ireland.
Yeah. I actually am kind of determined to marry an Irish man now.
You should.
I love them. They're so nice and they're hilarious. They have the best sense of humor.
Did he have, he had an accent too?
Yes. And I'm in love with their accents.
Ugh.
And my celeb crush, Paul Mescal.
Who's that?
Okay. He just came out with, he was in Normal People.
I don't know that either.
And he just came out with this movie, After Sun. It was actually the saddest movie I've probably ever seen, but it was so good.
Okay.
But he's an Irish actor.
His name's Paul?
Paul.
Well, maybe you'll just marry him if he's Irish.
I mean, I'd be down. I wouldn't say no.
How old is he?
Not sure.
Okay. I feel like you like older guys.
Men.
Yeah. We're in the older men. How old was your guy in Ireland?
I actually think he was our age.
Wait, I love this. She's pulling him up on the computer.
You're incredible. You're really
thingy.
talented.
Yeah, you're so good at your job. He's okay. He's kind of cute. Not really my type.
Not your speed. Your speed is 6'5".
He's an inch taller. 6 foot.
Is he really 6'6"?
I actually was standing next to him the other day, and I think his nipple is like at the height of my forehead.
Oh, that's ideal.
Yeah, it's so awesome. I feel so tiny and like I have no like control. I'm just like a little girl, just a little doll.
Okay, dominatrix.
So your guy in Ireland, how old was he?
I actually think he was like our age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think I just have to have an Irish husband so that I can. Some girl I work with, she has an Irish husband and she spends her summers there. And then comes back. So I am obsessed with Ireland. So I'd love to spend a half and half there.
I could so see it.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, how did you afford that? Like, was Ireland expensive? And
people
then
ask me this a lot.
Yeah,
I don't. I didn't. I didn't afford it.
Were you picking up side jobs when you were in Ireland to help pay for some of the trip? Because I can't imagine like you were probably wanting to go and do some of those like touristy things. Like,
yeah, I just am. Okay, so my friend Harbour that came with me, we spent money on a good Airbnb for Dublin, the one over Temple Bar. And this came a little from my savings, but also I was just actually spending every paycheck that would come into me because I was still working over there virtually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I would get up in the morning, we'd do something like a fun adventure, fun activity. And Ireland's so beautiful that the activities we would do were free, you know, walks, whatever. And then I would come home, work 12 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
And then we would go out that night. And
fun.
Yeah, but we would try to get our drinks paid for. So that would solve it. And so I wasn't paying rent those 2 months. So my rent was basically these Airbnbs I was paying for. Oh,
okay. Because, at the time you had just left your first apartment in New York.
Yeah, in Hell's Kitchen.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then this was just like an in-between thing. And it was just the summer.
So that was like my New York rent because rent's so expensive here.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of the same as being in Ireland. And then our round trip tickets were $300 because we booked them at random days.
That's not bad.
And the other Airbnbs we stayed in were like student housing. So during the summer, we would stay. They were like dorms, but we shared a twin bed once. It was awful.
You too? You
Harbour. And Harbour's a cuddler, so she was like on top of me.
You're not a cuddler?
I can be.
I feel like you are. You so are. When I think of my friends,
I always hug you. And you're like the least cuddly out of my friends. But I think I like to cuddle you because you're not a cuddler.
Yeah, I think that's what it is too, because I definitely don't think that I'm like a cuddly friend.
No.
But then
like when you and Emily don't hug each other when you see, I am shocked.
I don't know. There's friends that you hug and you're like, ooh, like scratch my arm or play with my hair, and it's totally normal.
Yeah.
And then you have a friend like Emily where like we're still best friends, but like hugging each other is a little weird.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? I don't know.
I actually saved a card from you, that one from my Christmas present you sent.
Aww.
That said like, since I can't cuddle you, here's this blanket. I saved the card because I was like, oh my God, she wants to cuddle me.
Oh my gosh, she wants to hook up.
She loves me.
Was the blanket cute?
Yes, it's so cute.
Oh,
You can
good.
sleep tonight.
I actually, perfect. Should I
Mhm.
sleep over or should you sleep at the hotel?
No, I want to stay at your hotel.
Okay. Every time that I'm in New York, I don't stay with Lillie or like any of my girlfriends just because I feel like it's really overwhelming and everyone's on their own schedules anyways.
Mhm.
So it's kind of fun too because Lillie came and stayed at the last time I was here. I stayed at the Moxie and we just had a slumber party.
Yeah.
And it was so fun.
I know. That's why I really want to stay the night. this
Yeah,
weekend.
you can come sleep over with us.
Okay, yay, we can cuddle.
Yeah, perfect.
We
I
can
can't
make out.
wait. Are you a big spoon or little spoon?
Definitely Little Spoon. Are you too? Is this gonna be a problem?
Yeah.
Okay. We can make it work, girl.
Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out. We can talk
Mhm.
about the logistics in a little bit, maybe
Yeah.
off camera.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to Ireland. Did you wear any kilts there?
No.
No?
I actually didn't.
Is that a thing or is that just a
That's Scottish, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You were close.
Well, again, I went to school for fashion too, not geography, so
I'm not a geographist.
or grammar. Something.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what we're trying to say. Whatever. My mom's gonna listen to this and be like, "You really need an editor."
Yeah. Everyone's gonna listen and be like, "You dumb bitches."
So you moved back when? September?
So
August.
August, I moved into my new place.
Okay.
Alphabet
And-
City.
Yes.
Coolest city in New York.
And now you're living with Lindsay.
Yes.
So Lindsay is one of my friends from Austin that I met, and you met her when you were living in Austin.
We went to
times.
like the first week you took us to, was it Taverna?
oh,
That really good restaurant with
yeah.
the cheese wheel.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh,
Talk
so
about
good.
clogging your arteries.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
so good.
Yeah.
So you live with Lindsay now. Do you
Mhm.
like the new apartment better? Because I know you didn't really like love the location of the first one.
Yes. So when I was in Hell's Kitchen, I was actually like 2 blocks from Times Square.
Mm-hmm.
So I would walk through there to get home from the subway, to go to work and everything. And oh my gosh, I mean, I'd be walking to work at like 8 a.m. and people would be like, "Can you take a picture of us?"
Really?
Like couples on vacation. I would be like, "I want to murder you right now." But-
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, just being out of Midtown, it's a lot quieter down where we are now. But it's also like so much less space and double what we were paying in rent.
Yeah. I've only been to your new apartment once, and your room is like basically the bed fits
Yeah.
there. Your
No
last-
walking area.
Yeah. Talk about living in New York. Talk about the rent.
It's terrible. My whole paycheck goes to rent. But I mean, I think everyone like says this, that it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not paying for your place, you're paying for where you're living.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we're just doing fun stuff every day of the week. And
Oh my gosh.
you have
On weekdays too?
even on weekdays.
Nice plug. I love that.
It honestly makes me like thinking about how much I spend on it for what I'm getting is really sad. But
Well, do you ever just think, I mean, because your job, is it still remote? You go into the office sometimes.
yeah, I've been going in a lot more. So.
Okay. But you could technically move if you wanted to.
I could move somewhere else and do it from.
But for right now, you're still happy in New York.
Yeah. So I think after I went to Ireland and just had the complete opposite environment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just like dive bars, so much space. People were just moved at a slower pace. And then coming back to New York, I learned to appreciate the city so much more. I
Aw.
kind of think you had to leave and get out to come back and appreciate it.
Okay, that's good.
And now, I mean, there's just I still have bad days here where I'm like, I just want to, some space or something. But
Mm-hmm.
there's just so much to love about the city. I feel like the people are just, everyone is so unique and just does not judge you
Yeah.
for whatever you do. You could literally walk out of the house with a bird on your head and no one would care. Like they wouldn't think twice. So, and then you go back home to, like when I go back to Iowa for holidays, I'm like, I wore a leather jacket to the bar once, which is
Pretty
very
standard.
standard here. And my guy friends were like, "Are you in a biker gang? Why are you wearing that?" And I was like,
What were they wearing? Were they wearing those like orange Timberlands with like no.
flannel and jeans.
Yeah, no, not the orange Timberland. What are those?
Hey dudes.
Yeah, hey dudes. Literally hey dudes in a flannel. That's what I'm picturing.
Yeah.
picturing.
So I don't know, you appreciate that aspect. And it's kind of nice going to new places actually every week and meeting. You just meet the coolest people here.
So you feel like it's become more of home since the first year? It didn't really feel like that.
Yeah, I think it actually did take a while to settle, and it feels like home. I don't think it's my forever home. But for right now, I love it.
You said that, I'm like, where are you going?
Forever home is Connor and Jenna's house.
Yay.
Yeah,
Oh
I
gosh.
do. When I come back to Austin, I'm like, this actually feels like home. So for right now, I know New York is so good for me, and I love my job and my friends here. But yeah, eventually, not my place to settle down, you know? I think you can appreciate a place in the moment or at like whatever your age you're at, but know that it's not your forever, you know?
I think it's interesting. I don't know. I do it too, but I think it's interesting whenever people are like, oh, do you see yourself living in Austin forever? Or do you see yourself living in New York forever? I don't know why we always ask people that question, but I feel like for the most part, most people wherever they're at right now is probably not where they would see themselves living.
Like our age.
The rest of your life. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. I might actually live in Austin forever, but again, I would need to also travel at the same time. I just don't think that I could be like so locked down to one place forever.
Right.
But of all places, I would want it to be Austin.
Where would you live if you were in Austin?
So I don't really know, honestly, just as long as it's warm or warm majority of the year. I definitely don't see myself moving back to Ohio. But I do really like to go back in the summer. And whenever I go back home now, I don't know if you feel this way, but I just appreciate home so much more. Yes, and I love the small businesses. I love that everything is such a small community. And I think before, when I didn't really have the option to get out, I dreaded it almost. It was like, oh, there's nothing here. It's so boring. It's like all the same
Uber
things.
Eats.
Yeah, like no Ubers. I mean, I'm not going to take an Uber to the bowling alley. So I think now I like going back a lot more, but I don't see myself living there. I really, really loved San Diego when I went and visited there last year, or it might have been even 2 years ago at this point. I really liked it there because you have the beach, you have the water, nice weather, but it's also so expensive there.
Yeah. Do you think it's more expensive there or in New York?
I don't know. What's the most expensive place in the US? Isn't it like San Francisco?
I think New York just got named
Really?
is either most expensive or dirtiest.
Those are two different things. Both double whammy. Well, okay, that kind of leads me to the last question, which is you said that you do a lot of fun things. How has that changed being in New York, and also how do you do that like on a budget?
Again, I don't budget. I am the worst person with my finances. That was one of my resolutions this year, is to be better with my finances. But it's so hard because everything is so expensive here. And also, like, small tasks are a lot harder. Commuting to work, you know, it's much easier to Uber than take a bus to a train. So sometimes you have to pick the
cheaper
option. Or getting groceries. It took me like a week to get up and get groceries because you have to take a bus there, take a bus back, like, and then walk up 3 flights with your groceries.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Especially in your apartment too, because you don't have the elevator anymore. You have to walk up.
Yeah. It's just harder to do those small tasks. So you pay for convenience sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be better about that. You know, just training, busing, only drunk Ubers.
That's
sober Ubers.
Rule.
Someone on TikTok says no sober Ubers.
Are they? I feel like they're wrong. Wait, no sober Ubers? Wait, no, that's good, right?
Like you can walk home when you're sober.
Oh,
when you're drunk, you should be taking an Uber.
Oh, okay. I feel like I was not understanding that, but no, that's I like that rule.
Right, or like walking one way to dinner or whatever, and then Ubering home, not doing it both ways.
Yeah. Do you use the city bikes a lot?
I did.
I'm so scared of them. People here just whip around the corners.
They're really scary.
No safety.
So there's specific routes you have to take with the bike lanes. And one time I got caught when I was in Hell's Kitchen. I had to go through Times Square to get to yoga one morning.
It's like the worst place to go.
I know. And I got caught in like the wrong lane, and there was just oncoming traffic honking like crazy at me, and I thought they were going to hit me. So now I just I walk
Now I just
everywhere.
That's probably smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do you not let those little tasks, well, they're not little tasks, those like really taxing tasks, ruin like your energy to go and do something after work? Because especially here, I mean, it's dark at 4 p.m. and it's like seasonal depression time. And then if you have to go to the grocery store after work, that's already like a 3-hour trip. How do you even make time to, or have the energy to like have fun aside from those things?
There's just always so much going on here. And I feel like I have a lot of great pockets of friends. So, and also FOMO, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I sometimes prioritize those things instead. But something I've been working on in the new year with my therapist is scheduling. I just talked about this with my friend Jordan. I found that we schedule our weeks in advance. Like this week, I'll be scheduling plans. Oh, let's do this Monday, Tuesday. And then the week comes and I'm like, I booked my whole week and I don't even know, like, you'll go to a dinner or something. You're like, I don't have the energy to even be my best social self here. So I'm focusing on taking 1 or 2 days a week and, booking it out and saying these 2 days are for self-care. I'm going to do groceries, movie, bed by 9, You kind of have to plan those things here or else I have found that I'll just wear myself out.
That makes sense, honestly. Because when you schedule something in advance, it's like, oh, let's go to dinner in 2 weeks, whatever. But then the day comes and you're just really, really not feeling it.
Drained. Yeah. And I hate going somewhere and not feeling like my best social self, walking away and being like.
I genuinely don't think that I lived with you and I genuinely don't think that I've ever seen you not be your best self, though.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. No, but really, you're always in such a good mood. You're always so positive. Like, it's weird to even think that you would have those days almost just because I never see that of you. Maybe you're just like so good at showing it, but you're really.
I think it's my anxiety, honestly. Like, from the outside, you'll say that, and then I'll go home and I'll be like, oh my God, I feel like everyone has
overthink.
That. Yeah,
I do that too, especially after I do an event, because sometimes I just have word vomit a little bit. Because I'm like, I was
telling the girls at your event that last night that I have word vomit.
Well, because I don't ever want to talk to someone and then they walk away and be like, she wasn't who she is. Yeah. Or like that was awkward. Right. Or that was really uncomfortable. So I always just think if I can talk more and fill every single second of silence with weird shit coming out of my mouth, then like they won't think it was awkward.
But from the outside looking in, I'm like, Jenna is so good at talking to people and talking to new girls. I think
you're so nice. Thank you.
No problem, girl.
Be a fly on the wall and listen to some of these conversations though, because you might not say the same thing.
No, you genuinely are. Like, it's incredible that you can, like, at events, you're just nonstop conversations. It's like speed dating.
It really is. I mean, sorority recruitment truly prepared me for this moment.
But I feel like a lot of people do that. They'll go home or like anxiety the next morning. Yeah. They're like, I said this, I did this. But in reality, no one's thinking about you, what you did. One time, my uncle gave me the best advice. We were talking about something you wish you knew in your 20s. And he said, no one, like, he meant this in a loving way, no one cares about you as much as you think. Like, you should do whatever you want, say whatever you want, and stop worrying, because no one really, they're worried about themselves, you know?
Yeah. Everyone's a little selfish. Yeah. You know, just thinking about themselves, not looking into it too much. I know I need to remind myself that, because I definitely, like this past year, you see it. I hate it. Like, sometimes I'll be visiting with you or you'll be in Austin and we have plans to go out and do something and I can't find an outfit that I feel good in. Then it ruins me. It will like ruin my day or something, because I just feel like absolute shit. And then I get mad that I feel like that, because it's like no one else cares. It's not that deep at all. But for whatever reason in your mind, it just is so overwhelming.
Yeah,
and it's annoying.
Spiral about it for sure.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not normally like that. I don't know what it is, but I do think it's just that anxiety and like all the voices in your head, and you can just shut up,
stop talking.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I think that this has already been an hour, which is crazy because this is so fun. We're gonna talk the rest of the day and hang out. So. I love it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode and laughed with us. Our producer over there was having a good time, I think. Right? Just giving it.
She's like,
okay.
Right?
Yeah. So, Lillie, thank you so much for being on the podcast again.
No problem. Just Venmo me.
Perfect. I will. How much? Send me an invoice.
My rent, yeah.
Just my entire rent.
Yeah.
For the whole year, actually. You can pay in layaway.
Klarna.
What is it? Klarna after pay. Okay. Well, don't speak too soon. Maybe I will. Anyways, thank you, Lillie. Had the best time with you. Always love you. And
girly.
I'm never going to stop trying to convince you to move back to Austin. So
maybe I will. Maybe it'll work one day.
Yeah. We'll have you on the podcast again when I accomplish that.
Are you going to ask me your question?
Oh, sure. I haven't been asking my guests this year. I don't know. I can though. I used to end my episodes by asking like, what's your fun on weekday of the week?
Mm-hmm.
So
I love when you end with that. And I thought about my answer. So
okay. Kick it off. Let's hear it.
Sports betting.
Okay. That's like so not what I thought you were going to say.
I know.
Are you into gambling now?
Well, so we went to the Knicks game last week.
Okay.
And we've been going to like football game or watching football games at bars, and I never really am into it, watching it. But my guy friends had me download the sports betting app, FanDuel or something.
Oh.
Yes. And
Did you win?
Yes, I bet $10 and I got $90 back, and now I'm like, watching sports is fun.
Oh my gosh. What about you bet on horses?
No.
Oh.
Should I?
I don't know. I could get into that. Because I think it'd be really fun to go to a derby.
Let's do it.
Wear those like hats.
Yeah.
That's coming up
Wear
in
the
the
hat.
spring, I think.
In New York.
I have no idea where that is.
Let's plan. I think there is one in Jersey.
Huh.
You should come back then. And we should go to it.
Okay. Next event is going to be Fun on Weekdays Derby.
Yes. Everyone dresses in derby and fun hats.
It's just like a date party from college.
Yeah.
This
let's
is
do
so
it.
fun. Okay. Sold. We're going to start working on this. Maybe we'll spend the day ideating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you guys, we're going to go hang out and spend a fun day in New York City together while I'm still here. Only have the rest of the weekend. So going to hang out with my girlfriends. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to hang out with us today. And I'll talk to you all next Tuesday. Bye.
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 Bye.